Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Kayfabe Coffee, the Wake and Bake, episode 42. I am the Great Brown Dope Smoker, joined as always by the man who put Tino in Tino's Pizza Rolls. It's Tino's time. What's up, brother? How you doing?
What's up? How we doing? I'm still here. I'm still living. Another week down.
I'm still choking on the hit I took before we went live. I am losing it.
He said, I'm dying.
Good shit.
He said, good morning to you.
That's the way to start off the morning. This is the Wake and Bake. God damn. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? I hope this finds you well. Oh, man. Woo!
I love it.
Hell yeah. That's what it's all about, baby. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Wake and Bake, guys. It's Tuesday morning. It's bright and early. Birds are chirping. Crackheads are falling out of trees. There's all kinds of stuff going on outside. But we here at the Main Event Wrestling Network, we love professional wrestling. We've got about 20 different shows that talk about professional wrestling. But we only have one, Kayfabe Coffee. And we are here today to talk about last night's Monday Night Raw. But before we get into that, we got a plug. Make sure you subscribe to the Main Event Wrestling Network. We are currently sitting at 379 subscribers, slowly getting to 400, which we will then be a little bit closer to 420 subscribers. But knowing our luck, we'll probably hit 420, and then 30 seconds later, someone's going to hit the 421, and we won't be able to get a screenshot of it. But help us get to 400, guys. We've been grinding our asses off. Just about as long as you need to grind up the weed for a nice, good little shredded up blunt. But, I mean, we've got a lot going on at the Main Event Wrestling Network. We just completed a 4-mixer weekend. The most we've ever done was 2 mixers in a weekend. We did 4 mixers for 4 huge shows.
That's why we had to do all the mixers. That's why we had to do all the mixers, because there was 4 shows in one weekend. That's why.
And I noticed everybody else on the internet had like 2 or 3 people doing all the same stuff or forcing everything into one video. We at the network understand that everybody has their preference. You know, not everybody watches AEW, not everybody watches WWE, and not everybody watches TNA.
Unbelievable.
So we've got a little bit of everything for everybody. And then not everybody watches NXT too, but unless you're Tino and you're locked in the Main Event Wrestling Network warehouse, you got to sit and do watch-alongs for all of them. No days off.
Nope. That's what Kyle told me not to leave until Monday morning after all the shows were over. So we were live for Night of Champions on Saturday. We were live all day on Sunday. I also gave away 20 members on the channel. So shout out to the 20 new members of the channel for joining and all of that. So, but yeah. Kyle,
how did those live streams go?
Huh?
How did those live streams go? The watch-alongs?
Honestly, all the shows were good besides Forbidden Door. And Forbidden Door is a good show. It's just so long. It's like 11:30, and literally I fell asleep. If you go back and look, I think I fell asleep at the main event for a good 5 minutes. It just if these shows ending at 11:30 it's a lot. Especially why didn't it start at 6:00 with the Great American Bash? Why did it start at 7? I don't know if that's just the way they do. I don't know, but I just feel like if AEW is gonna have these long shows, they should definitely have it start.
I think it's a booking thing. Depends on the location, because it was live from here at 5 because they were in San Jose, so they were about maybe 5-6 hours from me.
That makes sense then. So then it was 9 their time that it ended.
Exactly. So I mean, if they would have started at 3, maybe, but then again, it's a Sunday. You know, California
3's too early.
Yeah, 3:00 is too early. 4:00 is just right. That's when people start showing up, start filing in. You got to find parking, pay for parking. You got to get a drink. I mean,
that's expensive.
Calculating all that. You know, it goes into play, and How long was Forbidden Door? Do you know?
Well, my show ended at 8 hours and 30 minutes, and I started at 6 o'clock. So
Oh
I'm
damn!
gonna assume that it was like 5.5 hours because it ended at 11:30.
Wow.
But the pre-show started at 6. So
It was what,
yeah,
10 matches, right? 10, 11 matches?
12 matches.
12 matches?
Yeah, and then there was 3 on the pre-show.
Christ.
Because even when I did my pre-show, and even I think when they were talking about it on one of the mixer that they did for it, they still didn't have all the matches because they added a couple hours
Mhm.
later. And that's the thing, obviously, with Tony Khan, he tries to get everybody on the show, which is fine. But then it turns into like these matches that nobody even like talked about or previewed, and it's just like, okay. So
But I mean, like, is it that the matches are long, the entrances are long, the promo packages? I mean, what is it? What would you say it is about the programming?
I mean, I see. I've always liked like the video packages and stuff like that,
Mhm.
and I've been complaining about the entrances lately a lot, and that's just again for people that aren't watching. I just think again if you do the entrances during the promo packages, and yes, people complain, but like we don't need to see every single entrance. It's okay to miss a couple entrances. It's not like we're never gonna see Oba Femi's entrance or the Young Bucks entrance ever again. One time ain't gonna hurt you. So that's where I feel. But like, I don't mind the matches being long because I was thinking about it on Sunday. It's like these are how the rivalries are supposed to go. They have a long match, they have the feud, and then it ends. And in WWE, we see it all the time where they have these 8-9 minute matches, and we don't feel like it's enough time. So it's like I don't think it's that. I just think that Tony you know what Tony does is I've realized is Tony likes the way that WWE was ran back in the day. I kind of feel like he does like how like Vince did with the pay-per-views back at then, where they used to be long, they used to be, and I don't know. So I think that's just the way AEW is always going to do it, unfortunately. So if you're an AEW fan, that's fine. But I mean, that steel cage match was interesting. That was something that got me through and kept me up as long as I possibly could because that was intriguing to see how they would do a multi-man steel cage match.
Yeah, they had enough guys in there to have 2 elimination chamber matches or a tag team elimination chamber elimination.
I didn't know how they were gonna do it. I thought for sure. I was just confused how the cage was gonna be set up and everything. At first, I thought it was gonna be like a War Games kind of setup, but I didn't know like what they were doing. But I mean, it was a good match all around. So, Speaking of cages, though, Monday Night Raw, man, we got Hell in the Cell back. Let's go.
We got a Hell in a Cell match without it having to be a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. Yes. So we get King Obafemi who comes out and this time doesn't mention his girlfriend Destiny at all. So I guess he did it by himself this time. So I liked the match. I thought it was an enjoyable match. It was the exact opposite of what I thought it was going to be because I thought we were going to get shenanigans. We were going to get the Bloodline. We were going to get LA Knight, the MFTs, probably Royce Keys. One of those things where, they throw everybody into the show because it's what Saudi wants. They usually want as many big names as they can get. And how else would you have fit all those names without giving them a match? You know what I mean? Yeah. But we didn't get that. We got a straight up Obafemi versus Jey Uso match, and Obafemi won clean. Proves a point. He's now pinned another former world heavyweight champion. Yes, Jey Uso is a former world heavyweight champion. He has now pinned the former world heavyweight champion in securing the King of the Ring. Comes out and makes a speech. Lesnar comes out. And my wife was saying how his voice just doesn't fit him. She's like, "Is this why he's never talked?" And that's when he says, like, "This is why Heyman talks for me." and when he started talking, he kind of sounded like Paul Heyman. My wife was like, "Holy shit, I thought that was Paul Heyman." I was like, "No, that was Brock Lesnar. That's how he sounds."
I mean, he don't talk a lot, so I mean,
Yeah, you really forget what he sounds like sometimes. But I mean, to make a straight point here, they Obafemi and Brock Lesnar make it official, and we even got a graphic later on, so it's official. We're getting Obafemi against Brock Lesnar, Hell in a Cell, SummerSlam. Yes. But did Obafemi mention anything about the King of the Ring?
Yeah, he said the title match can wait. He said that the title match is not at the moment what he wants, and he could have that at any time. And I think that's the biggest thing to where like he's absolutely right. I mean, yeah, it would have been interesting to see Oba and Roman, or Oba against Cody or Sammy or whoever's holding the title right now. in a month. I mean, who knows? We've seen this
But
match
I
SmackDown
thought
before, so
I thought the stipulation was that it had to be at SummerSlam.
I mean, I thought so too, but I mean, I guess Oba and Brock make their own rules. And again, maybe this was Brock's idea to have that on the cell, as we were talking about before we press record. Maybe this is what Brock was like, okay, let's do this. And they agreed. And they were like, Oba, what do you want? And maybe this is just something that they agreed on. Because again, they could have it at Survivor Series. Why not have it be at Survivor Series and have, because again, what are, at this point, what are they going to do and continue? And who knows where they'll be. So, I mean, it gives them something. And it also gives them an opportunity to be like, okay, here's a match, a main event for Oba at a pay-per-view that maybe might not be as big as the SummerSlam that they could try to use to sell out tickets, because that's what at the end of the day they're always trying to do. And I mean, the match at SummerSlam, I mean, if you're going to have a Hell in a Cell match, I mean, this is where you do it. SummerSlam, Minnesota, most likely Brock Lesnar's last SummerSlam. I think Mr. OTM's got to go to all the pay-per-views, because every time he goes to one, there's a Hell in a Cell match. I don't know if you've noticed that. Every the last 2 out of 3 big shows he's went to, there's a Hell in a Cell, Steel Cage, or something. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting. My one thing is because obviously it's going to start the first hour of ESPN.
Yeah.
How do they do this, and how long of a Hell in a Cell match? Because I don't know what the shortest Hell in a Cell match is, but I feel like it's at least about 13 minutes. So do they give them time? Does the Hell in a Cell match take up the whole hour? I mean, that wouldn't be a bad idea, maybe. So I don't know. That's why I'm interested to see where it goes. But I'm excited for it. We now have a month to build the Hell in a Cell, and we'll see how it goes. And so far, I mean, the 2 matches we have at SummerSlam so far look, I mean, interesting, I guess.
Yeah, because when Brock had said, I want to up the ante one more, I thought he was going to tell Oba to put his title shot on the line.
I thought that or his career. I thought it was going to be title shot against career. And I even thought that too. Maybe Oba played double duty, and we were joking last week on the mixer that everybody was going to be pulling double duty, because I thought Liv was going to pull double duty too and all these things. But I mean, that's the thing where, yeah. Shall be interesting.
No, yeah. Kyle had mentioned it too, that he would have Oba Brock night 1 and then Oba for the title night 2, which could make sense. I mean, they want to put him over as the next big thing. Why not give him a super big weekend? Because now at this point, they've given him the title shot. He has to win. He has to win the title, and if Brock
maybe that's why. Maybe that's why they want to wait. Is maybe because they know they're going to give it to him, and maybe they don't want to give it to him just yet.
Yeah, and they probably won't mention it again, because you know how every time they hype up an event like King of the Ring, Michael Cole every 30 seconds, and keep in mind the winner of this tournament gets to get a title shot at SummerSlam. Every chance they mention King of the Ring, Cole has said it, and now they're not going to say it at all. Only probably for Io Sky. Every time they mention it, and because Io Sky won Queen of the Ring, she gets a title shot against Liv at SummerSlam. She's getting this title shot because she won Queen of the Ring. You know what I mean? Like it's at their convenience, and I don't know. I'm kind of sick of Michael Cole.
That's a great way of
driving everything home.
It's at their convenience is exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Only when
they think we're stupid, and that's fine. I don't fucking care. So that's our first official match for SummerSlam already, which is it's going to be interesting. We've got a month to go. Do we get the same kind of booking for Oba and Brock during the week? One talk shit, probably. The other talk shit. They run into each other. Is that what you think?
Probably. Or Oba has a couple matches and just beats up a couple people and all shenanigans. And I mean, I thought for sure the only way Oba was going to lose was Queen. The only way Oba was going to lose King of the Ring was if Brock somehow came out. So, I mean, I thought when I heard his music, I don't know why, but at first I was like, am I watching like a replay or something? I don't know. It just kind of like,
yeah,
I wasn't expecting that. And that sometimes again is the best moments, because it's just like you're not expecting it. So yeah, probably. And I mean, again, even if they have 2 promos back to back in the next month, I mean, at least it is what it is. Because even Brock, I mean, I think he said something last night about like barely being there, showing up, and so it shall be.
Yeah, they pretty much need him less and less, and he's only come back to put over Oba. So.
And again, nothing wrong with that though, because that's exactly what he should be doing. Because Oba's the next Brock. I mean, you can't say that, but I mean, I think Oba
the next Brock-like character.
Yeah, there you go.
The build and everything. So I wouldn't mind it. Oh, well, we got 5 more Monday Night Raws till SummerSlam, so it'll be interesting to see how they play this one out. Maybe next week we'll get a mention of his title shot, and if we don't, then that just means it's not going to happen. He just won King of the Ring, and he'll get a title shot eventually. Yep. Moving on, Rey Mysterio.
Woohoo!
I did that on purpose so you could have a chance to get excited. Versus Ethan Page, all ego. Oh, man. I thought this was a fun match, but the wrong guy won. Exactly. We talked about this before we got on the air. This is a match Ethan Page should be winning. Rey Mysterio has nothing to lose. They could have had a rematch next week or the week after, and then you book a third match for SummerSlam. You got to fill that card. If you're not going to give Ethan Page a title shot or a tag team title match with Rusev, how do you put him on SummerSlam without having to rush him into anything? Obviously Mysterio got himself involved in this Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship feud, which was doing well till fucking Mysterio got involved. Didn't I talk about this last time? How those 4 guys were working just fine in rotation every single week, week in, week out, and then Rey Mysterio gets involved and it's fucking ruined. Where's Javon Evans? Where's Rusev? Who else was involved? Penta wasn't even involved in this. Like, it was just Mysterio and Ethan Page. They completely destroyed that little 4-way they had going that was working out very nicely for everybody.
And they could have done that at SummerSlam, because as I'm thinking about, what are we going to get? Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio against Ethan Page and Bruce Evans, a random tag team match?
Exactly.
That's what I feel like we're going to get when we could just do a multi-man match. And that's the thing. I know, again, everybody needs a little break. Everybody needs some time off. But what is Penta going to do at SummerSlam? There's all of these questions that I continuously have. That, again, SummerSlam should be good. It's always, hopefully, the biggest party of the summer, yada, yada. But I mean, they could just be building and having certain matches be used, and they're just not. Like that, Ethan Page should have won. Rey Mysterio does not get hurt from losing any matches anymore. I mean, he's been doing this for 30 years. He has had 8 surgeries on his left knee and blah, blah, blah.
I've had 5 surgeries on my left knee.
So, I just think that they need to give, and again, Kyle's talked about this about the birthright too on NXT. They keep losing, and you keep having these people lose, and they're just not going to get to the point to where they feel legitimate. Like, if you have the birthright keep winning, that was the one thing, and that was talking. We'll talk about it when we get to the main event. But I'm talking about 2012, 2013. All I remember about those years around them was the Shield just dominating. And nobody could beat the Shield. No matter who you put, you could put John Cena, Ryback, and Kane together. Nobody was beating them. And I mean, I still remember that TLC pay-per-view where they it was like, are the Shield going to lose this match? Or the Shield going to lose this match? And they never lost. They kept winning until finally they lost. And it was like I remember when the Shield lost their first match, it was like a big deal in wrestling. At least I remember. Yeah. Like, oh my God.
They lost against, who was it? Cody and Goldust, right?
Yeah. I think something like that, but they also lost. It was like the 3.
Oh no, I see what you mean. Yeah, the first time they lost a 3-on-3. My bad. Yeah.
So but that's the thing too. It's like, and that's the thing with like Birthright and Ethan. It's like, if they keep losing, it's like, what are we gonna do? When if they were just winning, they'd feel so legitimate. And if Ethan keeps winning, he would feel like, okay, maybe he gets a shot at Penta. Maybe he's the one that takes off, because that's what they should do. Do Ethan against Penta at SummerSlam. Ta-da. There's your SummerSlam match. You just did freaking Trick Williams and Ricky Saints at Night of Champions. Why not give freaking him this shot now? Why not? And that's my thing, is because you got.
And I'll give another example. I'll dig this one out of the old playbook. A couple before the Shield. I think this was before Nexus. No, this was after or during Nexus, I believe. No, it was after Nexus. When Brodus Clay re-debuted on Raw as the Funkasaurus, he was winning matches, remember? He was over.
I do kind of remember this, yes. I always remember the Cameron and Naomi coming out and then him.
Because the reason I talk about this is, before he came into the Fed, he was on NXT. And then he was with Alberto Del Rio after NXT. So he made it to the main roster regardless. And he was a heel. He was a heel monster. And that's how they were pushing him. And then they made him into the Funkasaurus, and he was still winning. excuse me, he was still winning. And there was a point where he got into it with Big Show. And Big Show was talking all this shit on him that, that he's a big guy for nothing. He's just a joke. And Brodus Clay got serious for a second. Like, what? What'd you say about me? Like, I'll fight you, I'll meet you in the ring. And in my head, I thought, hey, they're going to turn this guy. They're finally going to dump this Funkasaurus gimmick now that people know who he is. And he's going to run over the Big Show. And he's going to prove he's the next big guy, the next scary person to take over that position. And what happens? Big Show runs over him in like 10 fucking seconds. That's what something like this feels like sometimes when you're trying to build somebody to help take the place of somebody that's on their way out, or to help fill a slot that needs, new fresh faces. He's already lost to Penta. Now he's lost to Mysterio. I'm not going to say he's being buried because he's not, obviously. Ethan Page is always going to be ego. He's always going to be at the top no matter what they try to do. He's a fan favorite. People see a lot of things in this guy. But you're slowing down his momentum, and if he's losing to Mysterio now, how is he going to look going up against other guys? You put him against Austin Theory, he'll probably lose. Seth Rollins, lose. You know what I mean? Dominic Mysterio, lose. He's not gonna. Where is he gonna get the big wins from if he's not getting the big wins now? And he should have gotten that win against Mysterio. They could have gone on to a feud, and they would have both had something to do. And just Rey Mysterio versus Ethan Page is big enough for a SummerSlam match. You don't need a gimmick behind it.
And again, it's 2 nights too that people need to remember. So we're gonna have about probably where we had 6 matches, shockingly, at Night of Champions. So we could have 12 or 13 matches.
Mm-hmm. So and you're gonna need some filler matches. We're probably gonna get Joe Henry versus Austin Theory at SummerSlam again, but now you can't do Rey Mysterio against Ethan Page again. I mean, Ethan Page can get the rematch, sure, but Ethan Page doesn't feel like that kind of guy. Like he didn't go after Penta for a rematch. He went straight back into winning matches. Yeah. So I don't know where we can go from this. I don't know. And then I don't know when the promo happened, but I saw it on Twitter. We're just going to talk about it now to get it out of the way. Apparently, Rey Mysterio believes he deserves another Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship match.
I didn't see this. Interested. I didn't see this.
It was one of those when they play the ads kind of promo.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. Oh, on the VPN. Gotcha. The special people.
Yeah, like when what's her name? Jackie Redmond talks to them like in the stands. Yeah. Gotcha. He thinks he deserves another crack at the belt. That he thinks he has what it takes to beat Penta this time.
All right. So it looks like we're probably gonna get a fatal 4-way, fatal 5-way at SummerSlam. I'm thinking for the title. Ethan, Ray.
I don't think so.
Dragon Lee.
I think we're just gonna get Ray and Penta straight up.
Guess we'll have to wait and see. We got 5 more weeks. It's crazy to think.
But I mean, there hasn't been a single ladder match booked, so
that's true.
Maybe a U.S. title match.
I don't know. Maybe Mr. Whoop that, because again, like that's gonna be a way if you want it. I don't think they will, but if you're gonna take the title off a Trick or anybody, I think that's the way to do it. Is put it in a ladder match, because then you don't hurt them.
Yeah, and then Trick's just gonna go straight to the heavyweight division, or come to Raw and get the Intercontinental title. Have him win all the mid card belts first. They are heavyweight belts. They're in the same class as every other belt. Get them. But I thought this was a solid match. Ethan Page has amazing chemistry with luchadors. Obviously, there's no language barrier here, so it's a lot easier to work. The work was great. They both have excellent chemistry in the ring. I give this one 3.5 espressos.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. It wasn't bad. I just the wrong person won. That's it.
Yeah, the wrong person won, but it is what it is. We move on, and also fuck Rey Mysterio. Next match, Joe Henry versus Austin Theory. We got a Joe Henry concert featuring the Street Profits on ad-libs, which I thought was actually pretty funny. Some things like that when you're not doing too much can work, and Street Profits know how to work. Joe Henry knows how to work. Got to give it to Austin Theory for selling this even better. Excuse me. Yeah. God damn. That's from the Green Monster too. Look at that. I don't have to work today. I was gonna get a Four Loko, but I was like, man, what if I feel like working later?
Isn't that the dilemma?
And it's
That's
8
why-
in the morning. I can't have a Four Loko at 8 in the morning on a Tuesday.
Why not? I mean, you work, you spend, you make your own money. You can do whatever you want.
Bro, you sound just like my fucking conscience.
Literally.
It's like it's 4 in the morning and I'm trying to decide what to drink for breakfast. Like, do I want orange juice? Do I want coffee? And in the back of my mind, my conscience is like, drink a Four Loko, you little bitch.
People can say what they want or do whatever the heck they want and all that nonsense.
Oh,
the way
man.
I look at it is, I make my money, I do what I want, and if I want to spend it on whatever, I can spend it on whatever, and I don't really care. As long as my lights are on and my TVs work and my electric is paid, we're good. Oh, and the rent, of course.
And then what was I gonna say? So you're not drinking a Four Loko right now because you don't want to, right?
No, and I also have to go to the
But you would if you wanted to.
Sure. Yeah. It would probably help. It would probably help my sprained foot, bro. Literally, so fun. So it kind of funny story for you. So I was delivering an Uber order, Starbucks, of course, and I slipped on wet ice. But when I slipped, the Starbucks order went in the air. It like flipped over, and it landed right on top perfectly, and nothing spilled. It was awesome. It was like the best thing because I was like, great. I'm like, I can't move. Starbucks order's destroyed and I'm screwed. But luckily it wasn't. So yeah.
And nobody got it on camera?
No. I mean, they might have. I kinda wanted to go back and ask the guy, be like, can you check your cameras? Cause yeah, but I still can't walk, so that's not good. And I can't drive.
You're probably already on TikTok. You just don't know it yet.
Probably.
It says it probably says local marathon man. Local marathon man slips and catches Starbucks. No order destroyed. Is this man a regular man or is he Spider-Man? Tune in at 10 o'clock to hear more. But Joe Henry versus Austin Theory, that was fun. I like it. Austin Theory is criminally underrated, honestly.
Criminally well, and again, I think the problem was just all the stuff with like Vince and everything at the end kind of like put him back. And I think if he were to show up when he first showed up, like being revealed as the mystery man and everything, I think he would be a little bit more to a point. But I think it just, people still can't get the egg and the stuff that he did with Vince out of their head, and him cashing in on the US title for some reason and all of that.
Well, it's a heavyweight title, Tino. You got to remember. I mean, before they were held as mid-card titles because people didn't really care about them, but now you've got the U.S. title and the Intercontinental title main eventing Raw, SmackDown, and they were doing that at that point too because that's when Roman had the belts. So, I mean, in the end, he helped lift those belts. I hold them in a higher regard. I've always held them in a prestigious regard, considering the people that have held them and how long the belts have existed. So it's a big deal. I mean, and don't forget, they had a rivalry. That's the important part too. They were rivals. So he was trying to get one up on his rival. Hey, I'm going to take your fucking belt. I'm going to use my briefcase to take your belt. And it failed. It is what it is. So, and at one point, the World Heavyweight Championship was a mid-card title, and they had somebody cash in for it, but nobody said anything. You know what I mean? It just depends on where you hold the belts in the regard. I mean, it's not like they cashed in for the 24/7 title. I mean, then you could say something like, "Bro, what the fuck are you doing?" You know what I mean? And if John Cena had won Money in the Bank, and he wants to go after the IC title to complete the Grand Slam, would anybody have said anything? Probably not. Nobody would have said the same shit they said when Austin Theory cashed in for the U.S. title because it's John Cena. So with playing with the rules to your convenience, like we said earlier, the booking at their convenience, it goes the same way with some fans. Like some things are convenient when it's convenient. Other things are annoying because you want them to be. But if you remember the fact that they're still championships, they were still held by some of the greatest talents to ever exist. And you need to hold certain championships to get a Grand Slam. So if you want your Grand Slam, you shut up and cash in for that mid-card title.
Oh.
At least what they say it is. It's to me, it's not a mid-card title. They're heavyweight belts. They've main evented events. It is what it is. But I'm starting to. I didn't like Joe Henry at first after being called up. Not that I don't like him, but he just didn't. I don't know. He didn't fit the mold just yet. Like they hadn't found his spot. But I think here they've helped find his place. He's already over his head. This will just introduce him to people that don't watch as often, or excuse me, don't watch anything outside the Fed. But it could work. I like it. I don't mind it at all.
Yeah.
I forgot who won this match.
Back on TV. I kind of did too. I think Austin. Listen. Raw was on. I had to do the Southside Boys at 5:00. The Sox game was on at 5:30. I can't even remember what the heck was on Sunday. I thought Slammiversary was on Saturday. So I guess listen, you can't win them all.
Yeah, you can't win them all. Don't be greedy, Tino. Let someone else eat. Don't be Rey Mysterio. But I had fun watching this match. I liked it. It didn't feel like a match that was just thrown together just because. I give this one 3.5 expressos as well.
Yeah, no, I definitely thought it was a really good match, and it was one of those that, again, Austin Theory is somebody that, at the end of the day, I mean, he's still very talented and he has a lot to show. And again, he's still young. I mean, he's been, so Austin Theory is, here to stay.
All right. I don't remember this much. I for sure fell asleep. Let's talk about Queen Io Sky promo. You run through it for us.
I mean, she came out. She had a bunch of nonsense to say, and then Liv decided that she was going to come on and say she's the greatest champion of all time and everything. I'm so happy Liv Morgan did not win. I'm so happy I was wrong about Saturday, because if Liv Morgan were to win and we got some freaking unification match between these two, I probably would have ripped my hair out. So I'm definitely happy that we didn't get any of that, and we just got Liv and them going back and forth. And it will seem like, I don't know where. I'm interested to see where this match is placed on the card, because these two obviously just had their match, and will they add anything to it? Because if they have just another regular singles match at SummerSlam, then does Io Sky possibly win? Because maybe that's where they pull the trigger and they give it to Io. And because Liv Morgan was also cursed, that was also the other thing, if you guys did not know. Danhausen cursed her, and that was part of the reason why she lost. As soon as she got cursed, I knew she was going to lose. So I think that that's going to play into it too, is how the match plays out. Because we saw yesterday on Raw, Liv and Dominic and the Judgment Day are still causing mayhem to Danhausen, and Danhausen ain't going to put up with that. So, I mean, Liv and Io went back and forth a little bit, and then Liv put her in a ankle lock and then made her tap and then ran away. And that was about it, and we'll see how the match goes. They did also fix the promo picture. If you saw it, said Minnesota. It's not Minnesota.
Minnesota? Do you have that?
I don't know if it's still on there. I'll try to find it, but yeah, it was Minnesota. Then they changed like the entire picture of it. But yeah, I mean they just went back and forth and they talked a little, and
Oh man, so they find was it like an AI graphic, or was it one you could tell somebody put some time into it?
No, it was one of the WWE ones. I think they just messed it up. You know what's funny though is it kind of makes me feel better sometimes, like when I mess up a thumbnail, or because there's times where I'm like, okay, it makes me feel a little better that I'm not the only one, because shit happens. It is what it is. You can't get them all perfect, especially the ones that they make, because I don't know how the heck they make it. Shoot, I found an AI thing on Facebook Sunday morning, and I put the thumbnail in for the Forbidden Door and the Great American Bash, and it made a thumbnail for me, and I used it. I was like, all right, sure. That was the first.
Oh, that's right. You were using AI.
The AI thumbnail, I think I've
Wow, Tino.
Wow. I know I'm AI now.
You sold out, huh?
I did. Hey, whatever.
You're a fucking sellout, Tino.
Oops.
Hey, when the machines come for us, they're gonna eat your face too, not just ours,
Probably.
Yours too. You're still gonna be one of the skins. They're gonna be like, it's a skin. You're gonna be like, no, I love AI. And then
hiding in the warehouse. Having my
if you lock yourself in the warehouse, all the computers are gonna come get you. They're all gonna come to life and destroy you.
Great.
Just rip you to shreds. Oh man, that's scary. Speaking of the warehouse, I wanted to address something recent. Well, let me just get this banner up real quick. Don't forget, subscribe to the Main Event Wrestling Network. We are trying to get to 400 subscribers, guys. We are sitting at 379. Help us get to 400. Tell a friend. We've got all kinds of content here. We've got all kinds of fun stuff coming up. Wish I could talk about it, but nothing is set in stone yet. We should be having some more main event trivia soon, so you've got to subscribe so you don't miss it. Also, we recently added a new member to our network. We've got Mouthing Off with Mike. Welcome to the Main Event Wrestling Network, friend. He's now part of the team, guys.
Mike, or is it Mouthing Off with Mike Housen?
Yeah, it's Mouthing Off with Mike Housen. Mouthing Off with Mike Housen.
You know, I don't know. You gotta be careful. He might curse us, so we gotta be nice to Mike. So
make sure you guys give our guy a welcome. He's one of our newest members, along with OPA 3-Way. We've got a pretty big roster, man. Because what did we do on Saturday, Sunday? We had 16 different people, and that wasn't everybody. We were still missing a couple guys. Like we were still missing Baby Sam from Sam's on Wrestling. We were missing two of our cats from Kicking Out Podcast. I believe one from OPA 3-Way.
Yeah, there's a lot of people involved, which is good.
We were missing Tucky, but I mean, with everybody else involved, it's like it's crazy.
But you know, he showed up on Wednesday or Thursday when they did.
Yeah. No, I just mean with the mixers, like we have such a deep roster that like we still had people left over. I think we even had one mixer that had 5 people, which is fucking crazy, man.
I did see that. I was wondering, that was the Great American Bash when I was watching it, when I was sitting there. I was like, wait, why is there 5 people on there? And then I was talking in the chat, and then I was like, oh, they recorded it. I was like, why is nobody answering my questions? I was like,
why are you ignoring my comments?
I was like, and then Kyle's in the chat. I mean, you know, I do that too sometimes. It just how it be like that. You know, can't do them all live.
No, yeah, that happens to me all the time when they upload one that's pre-recorded. I forget it's pre-recorded, and I'm just in there in the comments, and I'm like, "Hey, pull up my comment, bitches!" and then, oh wait, it's not live.
Oops.
Oh man! All right, let's get back to Monday Night Raw real quick. We don't have much left, I think. Then we get Not From LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso in a Monday Night Raw rematch.
Why? So irritating. They said we're gonna take one match from last week and put it on the show again. Like it's just like, come on. Like,
I think it's just mad at Jimmy Uso. Again. You're just mad at Jimmy Uso.
It's not mad. I just cannot stand. It's like watching Vince book the show. Vince forgot that he put this match last week. Like
Vince forgot he put this because he's old now.
There were literally reports that came out that said that Vince literally had matches go back to back because he forgot that he had them the week before. No. Bullshit.
Oh man, I love being high bullshit.
I love LA Knight. I just don't need to watch this. It's like I don't need to watch it over and over.
Bro, he's in the biggest storyline in the Fed. What more do you want?
Who is?
LA Knight.
Sure.
The Bloodline is going to be the biggest story for maybe another 6. I don't think it'll be a year. I think another 6 months.
LA Knight will be gray, white, and old, and he'll still be
out of all the people that could possibly say this. Clip this. LA Knight is going to come out a world heavyweight champion after this Bloodline rivalry. This is when it's going to happen. And I'm not even a fucking LA Knight fan. I'm not one of those guys that gets excited for all those tweets like, oh, it's going to be a great year for LA Knight. No, it's not. But I'm calling it. I'm calling it for you guys. I want you guys to have the moment. This feels like this is going to be the right way to do it. He's going to trust Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa is going to stab him in the back or become the second biggest babyface on the brand. And you could elevate both guys here. You could elevate LA Knight and Solo Sikoa in the process.
Yeah. I love you, Solo.
I love you, Solo. In my bag.
Of course I can help you.
I'll take a picture with you.
You see, his family left him, and he's all by himself. You know what I mean? Solo Sikoa needs some friends, man. Honestly,
don't we all?
And he got involved in this one too, right?
Yeah, of course he did.
I'm telling you, bro.
They just ran it back. They said, do the same thing you did last week. Well, you got Solo's fucking funny as hell. And that's the one thing. You said it before. I mean, this is something that can make Solo a babyface and stuff like that. I mean, the stuff that Solo is doing is great, and he's just funny. He's the guy that goes out there and he brings the entertainment to World Wrestling Entertainment sometimes. And, I mean, that's the thing. He's been doing this since NXT days.
Yeah, they were training him to get comfortable with his personality, get comfortable with the mic, the cameras. Obviously, he's gotten there. The in-ring work speaks for itself. He's one of a kind, and that's why they took the family away from him so he can shine on his own. And from being one of the most hated guys on the roster, he could be just as big as the biggest babyface right now. I mean, people don't want to see Cody as champion. People don't want to see Sammy as champion. I mean, at least the casual fans don't.
No.
I mean, just Kyle wants to see Sammy as champion. Maybe you, I think.
That's the one thing about Sami Zayn winning, and I'm sure we'll talk a little bit about it, but Sami Zayn winning, that gives me hope that maybe, just maybe, an LA Knight could win it. Because, again, I don't think anybody thought Sammy was going to win. And we said it all week. I heard others say it. If Sammy did not win on Saturday, he was never going to win it. So this was the time for him to win it, especially because we thought he was going to win the Rumble last year. He didn't. We thought he was going to end. He just so this was the moment. And I don't know how long he'll hold it for, but again, Sammy has his now, and he will always be a world champion in the WWE. So don't count out LA Knight yet. I think maybe, just maybe one day.
I mean, LA Knight doesn't need to win the Rumble, and he doesn't need to win Money in the Bank. You know, I think just this new rivalry with the Bloodline. Well, I mean, it's the same one he's had with them all this time, but now there's like a new wrinkle effect going through with Solo Sikoa making some waves. I think the true winner that's going to come out of this is LA Knight. Roman Reigns going to take time off. I don't think Oba's going to go after Roman. I think he'll go after Sammy.
Yeah.
Just because of the numbers. I mean, if now it makes no sense.
With Sammy being champion, that could be a rivalry, him and LA Knight, and you could give it to LA Knight, and people would not be like mad that Sammy lost. You know what I mean? Compared to like him versus Roman or something.
I think it's going to come down to LA Knight and Roman Reigns eventually. After Roman and Seth, we're going to get LA Knight and Reigns. I'm calling it for the LA Knighties. I got you guys. I don't like LA Knight, but I want you guys to be happy. But will the World Heavyweight Championship make you happy? I don't know. Nothing makes you guys happy. I like this match. I thought it was fun. Did its part. I love Solo Sikoa. I give this match 3 espressos.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I just don't like watching the same matches back to back when we just saw it. So, I mean, but again, I guess it did the job, and it continues the storyline. And again, Solo got involved. So we'll have to see where it goes and how this plays out.
And now Jimmy has lost LA Knight twice, right?
Yeah.
Wait, did LA Knight win last night or Jimmy? I remember Jimmy's music playing.
I thought, I think Jimmy did win because he got the roll up. I think that's what it was. Jimmy got the roll.
Yeah, I was thinking of last week. That's all. I was like, oh,
and that's the thing too, where it's like you get confused because you don't know, was it last week? Was it this week? What week was it that we actually saw get the win?
And then Roman didn't even address it either, so we might get that next week after he's already talked to Seth, or we might just get an angle where Roman handles his own business with Jacob at his side, and Jay and Jimmy handle their own business, which in this case is LA Knight and Solo Sikoa. So I think we might get the Usos against LA Knight and Solo at SummerSlam. What do you think?
I didn't even think about it until you just said that, but you're absolutely right. That's exactly what we're doing.
I mean, when else would you do it?
You're right. And that's the thing is we're not gonna that's literally exactly what's gonna happen, because based off of what they're doing in the storyline, and especially how Jay's getting involved too, because I mean the way Jay's now going from being what Jay was doing to this, I mean, it just, I don't know. So I could definitely see that. And again, we talked about they need to fill 13 matches, and this could be one, just like when they had the 6-man tag team match at WrestleMania, obviously, because of all the injuries and all the things that happened. That's what they saw. Yeah, you're absolutely right. There you go. There's your SummerSlam match.
And then if Solo Sikoa doesn't turn on LA Knight and they win, it's SummerSlam.
Yes. Jimmy Uso did win this match, and Joe Hendry won the Austin Theory match, by the way.
Okay. So Jimmy Uso and LA Knight are tied. So we might get it one more time with Jay and Solo getting involved.
That wouldn't be a bad thing. I mean, again, you got to put.
It's not. It's not a bad thing. And then
and
Solo
when was the last time
spot.
Solo actually had a match at a big show that was actually meaningful?
Exactly. So he and LA Knight would get a monstrous pop. They go back home, baby faces. LA Knight shows up the next night on Raw after Roman beats Seth and says, "Hey, I beat your little goons. It's time for my title shot." What do you think?
I like it. You just booked it. Call Adam Pearce. Speaking of that, too, before we forget, Nick Aldis and Gunther got involved on the post.
Yeah.
So Nick Aldis is now on administration leave or whatever the hell they want to call it. So I don't know. I want to ask you this. Do you think we're getting Aldis and Gunther at SummerSlam? Because based off of what it's looking like, I think we are, especially if they get hands on each other. And what else does Gunther do now? So I think that's exactly what.
Yeah, this is a good way to keep him out of the big matches, like for Sammy's title or Roman's title or just any other championship in general, or anybody he chooses to challenge just because. And at least this way, he can retire Nick Aldis. I mean, I don't think we'll get just one match. I think we'll get a match, SummerSlam, and then we'll get another match the next month where if Nick Aldis loses, he's got to put up his career, never wrestle again. And he loses. I mean, if that's how you want to bring back Gunther's retirement gimmick, because if you just say if you just stop pushing him as somebody that's retiring people, him retiring AJ Styles and John Cena was for nothing. You know?
Well, exactly. And you're absolutely right there. And again, people also forget that Nick Aldis can go. He is a former champion. And
yeah, he's a former NWA World Champion.
So, I mean, that's the thing, too. Like, Nick Aldis is like, he's not just like Michael Cole and Pat McAfee. Like, I think he could put on a really good match with Gunther. So it would be interesting to see. We'll just have to wait. But I did want to mention that because I remember Michael Cole saying that with him and Corey.
No, I remember that too. When I was in and out of sleep watching it, I remember hearing that too as well. So I like it. Next, we got a Lyra Valkyria promo talking about she's not like a bird and whatnot.
I just think about that song. I'm like a bird. I float out. You know.
Yeah, that's what I always tweet. Lyra, not Nelly Furtado, or not like a bird, Valkyria. That's literally what it is. And did you notice that both Lyra and Dragon Lee no longer have wings?
I did not.
What's the deal?
I guess they lost their wings.
Yeah, gotta drink a Red Bull.
I guess so. Gotta get your wings back. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen this side of Lyra. I feel like maybe because the Bailey stuff failed, the Bailey like heel turn stuff with her being a little psychotic and going.
Yeah, they just up and flipped on that out of nowhere.
So I think that's maybe where they're going. So they're gonna try it with Lyra. I mean, I feel like she kind of play it off very well, but the problem is too with a lot of these people, it's like sometimes I just think of it just doesn't hit with me right away. So I'm gonna see how this goes, but I mean, we're obviously probably gonna get Lyra and Bailey at Summer. I mean, we're just booking SummerSlam today is all we're doing. So Lyra and Bailey at SummerSlam most likely is what I'm thinking. So
or the SmackDown before SummerSlam, because you still have to book SmackDown too.
Don't forget Friday night SmackDown SummerSlam. Don't forget about that. I can't forget about that. And it is also, don't forget, 2 hours now. Thank gosh.
It's gonna drag now. Watch. SmackDown is gonna suck so bad now.
Oh, it is. It is. It's weird though
People
because
are so ungrateful, man.
It's like when we have 2 hours, they never know how to fill enough time. But then when they have 3 hours, they don't know what to do. It's like, why can't you just like keep booking it the way you book it?
And then when you think about it, you take off the commercials. You're only really adding like 30 minutes,
literally.
And they're like, "What do we do?" Oh!
You're absolutely right too. Because even when like Raw was on during Christmas, Raw on Netflix, it was like it premiered at 7:00, but it like was pre-recorded or whatever, so you were able to like skip through all the commercials and everything else like that. And it was literally an hour and 20 minutes of everything when usually it's an hour and 30 minutes. I was like, what is going on? It was like
it's literally shorter than a full-length film.
Yeah. It's like watching like a Scooby-Doo cyber chase movie, or like one of those Scooby-Doo movies, or one of those kid movies, you know.
Yeah. And Scooby-Doo is not part of the
Did
main
you go
event.
see Toy Story 5 yet?
No, not yet. I barely remember Toy Story 4. I didn't really like it much. But I'll have to watch it. It is in the books.
It is in the books. Yeah,
Was it good?
Yeah, I've seen it twice already.
I saw somebody tweet, put your tablets down. Your kids' toys need you.
That's how I felt. I came home and went and checked on my action figures.
I want to check on my action figures. Is everybody here? John Cena, I can't see you.
Roman Reigns walked away. Oh no. Not like
oh no, Rey Mysterio's knee is broken again.
I think on my leg 5 times.
and that commercial was from what, 2001, I think.
I don't even know, man. I've been watching that since
surgery 5 times on my left knee.
You got to think how many times you think he's now had it fucking done now? Probably at least 8, 9.
Oh my god, he probably has no knee left. It's just a big old plate. Oh my god.
Go.
All right,
here we are.
And then we get
shall be interesting. See what she does.
Then we get Raquel Blood In Blood Out Rodriguez versus Maxine Dupree. I liked it. I don't know what was going on yesterday, but these matches were fun, dude.
Well, that was the thing. It was a boring Raw. It was 2 hours, like whatever, but like it went by pretty quickly, and the matches weren't bad. So
it felt like I might get some booze for this, but it felt like an episode of AEW.
Yeah, in a way, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
You're not wrong on that one. And this one also was for a number 1 contenders match to face Sol Ruca. So maybe we get Raquel and Sol Ruca at SummerSlam or on the Monday before too. Hey, we got a chat. We keep the chat.
Read this. I said, click because I love the name with coffee. Hey. So true. That's what I'm drinking before work. You're not drinking coffee before work. This guy's probably having a Four Loko. I'm down with this guy.
Hey, see. Welcome, David. Welcome to the chat. Well, yeah, I mean, Raquel,
make sure you subscribe, friend. Welcome to the show. Welcome. Always nice to have somebody new. I gotta get Netflix. Eventually.
I just got charged for Netflix this morning, and they upped the price $2. I'm so sick of it.
It's just $2, Tino. Jesus Christ!
I don't care. Every dollar matters, bro. Listen. We talked about this before.
And this is where you have to be smart. You've got to have less subscriptions.
Well, then stop having them put everything on. Like, I have to have freaking Peacock this week to watch the White Sox game on Saturday. It's like, why? Like, why can't I just why does everything have to be on different networks and every streaming? So nobody in this world can afford every.
Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because people stop paying for cable.
Cool.
There's for every action, there's a consequence, okay? And because nobody wanted to pay for fucking cable, we ended up with satellite. And because nobody wanted to pay for fucking satellite, cable upped their prices. And then when nobody wanted to pay for cable, subscriptions up their prices.
You're honestly not wrong on any of that. You have an absolutely great point there on that. I never thought of it that way, because if we still had cable like TiVo or DirecTV or stuff, we would have all of that. And we would still be
guys in Chicago. What's up, David?
Hey, what's up, David? How we doing? See? He said, fix the Peacock. See, man, I can't see now. If they take away my opportunity to watch the Sox on Saturday, man, listen. We finally playing good baseball, and now you want to take it away from me? That's not how this works around here. Nah.
No. I think I can shoot you my password. Let me see what the guidelines are.
I have Peacock. I'm just saying if they don't want to work.
You know what, man? If you got a problem with paying $2 extra for Netflix, just go to work a little bit longer.
I mean, it would be great if I could walk. I can't walk right now.
Moonwalk.
My ass hurts. I literally have a golf ball on my ass, bro.
Oh my god.
It hurts. Like, here we are. TMI for your information on this Tuesday morning Kayfabe coffee. This is how we're living this.
Tino says his booty cheeks hurt.
Yeah. And I got to go get my mouth fucking sewed into today. So this is going to be a great day.
You getting braces?
No, I just gotta go fucking get a cleaning and supposedly a filling, but I don't know.
Oh,
Every time I
damn.
go to the dentist, they lie to me. What last time I went, they told me I was just getting a cleaning, and then they were trying to drill stuff into my teeth. I was like, I'm just trying to get a cleaning here. I'm like, what are we doing here? They're like, we have to restart this whole process. I'm like, listen. And then I called them today. I called them this morning before we started, and I was like, hey, I sprained my foot. I can't walk. I fell yesterday. And he goes, oh, I'm sorry. You have to wait till February. I'm like, I'll see you at 2:00. I'm like, this is a joke. I'm like, come on. So,
You're like, I'm just here to get my teeth cleaned. You see a fucking drill gun, a saw. You're like, what the fuck is the saw for?
Man, we still got NXT tonight. I got a members only episode to do. The White Sox are on again. Like, there's things that got to go down. It's nice outside.
There's a fucking razor to shave your face. Like, why do you need to shave my face? Oh my god. But Raquel Blood In, Blood Out Rodriguez, Maxine Dupree, I thought was a good match. I'm gonna give this one 3 espressos as well. The follow-up, obviously. Huh?
I said Raquel got the win, and that's exactly what should have happened. Maxine is having her own issues with Theory and Gable, and I think Raquel very well could.
And now Raquel's the closest to the women's IC belt, right?
Yeah. Well, no, she's the number one contenders now.
Okay.
This was for the number one contenders, I guess. So Raquel and Sol could be a really good match, and I think Sol should keep the title for a little bit. But I mean, if Raquel won, I wouldn't hate it as much because.
I don't know. I feel like Raquel should be world champion.
Yeah.
I have to skip that one. I give it 3 espressos. What do you give that one?
Yeah, 3 espressos.
Cool. And then we had Chad Gable versus Jordan Devlin McDonough closing out Monday Night Raw.
Was the last match of the night?
Yeah, this is the last match. Okay. Sure. It was the main event. So we've got Chad Gable main eventing Monday Night Raw after losing to El Grande Americano. I don't see how that works, but it is what it is.
Well, that's because El Grande Americano's in AAA.
No, you know why it was a main event? Because of Jordan Devlin McDonough, who has been working with main eventers for months and months.
No.
Yeah, he has. He's been working with.
The reason why it was the main event is because of Danhausen.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that. Can't argue with Danhausen.
I mean, after what Liv did earlier, she threatened Danhausen. And then if Dominic tried to steal one of my jerseys out of my collection, that motherfucker would be in the ground right now. So
you can curse here, Tino.
Huh?
It's okay. You can curse.
I don't care. I don't care. Why did Dominic take the Knicks jersey? That's not how this works. You don't take other people. No. That's like that's like me going to Kyle's house and taking his John Cena figure and just walking away. Well, I would never do that. I might mess with them.
I just walk away.
I mean, like, what the hell? Like, why are you taking people's stuff like that? No, not. So Danhausen, that might have been the best
walking to his house. Hey, what's up, Tino? And you keep walking, Tino. You just grab it and walk out, don't even talk to him.
I mean,
oh my god.
If the Bears do go to Indiana, I might have to go stay at Kyle's house to go to a Bears game. So.
Oh, man.
I mean, Kyle was in attendance for a White Sox game on Saturday.
Kyle, if you're watching this, lock up all your figures.
Literally.
And your belts. Tito's coming.
And that Jay Gold card, because I still have not received my Jay Gold card that he said he was going to send me 2 months ago.
He doesn't send you an autograph?
No, I'm still waiting for it. I had a place for it in my collection.
Wait, the autograph or the regular?
I don't know. The autograph one, I think he said he was sending me. I don't know. He said he was sending me.
Hold on, give me a second.
He's a whole. Wait a second. Look at the ceiling.
I know I have it.
It's such a beautiful ceiling.
But it's because I paid for a couple sets.
David said, it is hot. David, it was so humid outside yesterday. I literally sat outside for like 3 minutes and I was sweating. And of course, I can't walk, so I couldn't even go to the pool if I wanted to. I was like, maybe I go sit in the hot tub. All it takes is my ass to go stand in the freaking by the pool, and I will trip and fall and break something else. So what do you got? Oh, you got the J Gold? J Old. Oh, sweet. There it is. He must have sent it to you and not me.
It's a stupid card.
It's so great, though. I love it.
He looks dumb.
He's so funny. You know what's funny is when I first saw Jay Golden and everything, I thought that's what he looked like. I thought that's what he just walked around.
I have two of them.
I was like, oh, he said I got two of them. There you go. Jay Gold. Tuesday. Don't forget, NXT Night Shift tonight. Jay Gold and Too Sweet Kyle will be live after the show.
Yes, that is very true.
You know?
And you know who else I got? Rev Jayhawk, the man.
I'm dead. Is he bowling?
No, he's reffing.
Oh, reffing.
He's a ref.
I thought he was bowling.
And then look who we got. You got Derek Dillinger.
Oh.
You know who Derek Dillinger is, right?
Yes, I do know who Derek Dillinger is.
Do you know who Derek Dillinger is?
I mean, I know of him. I don't know,
Yes,
this is the Neon Tarantino, the director, Derek Dillinger.
And Katie Arquette, the leading lady of the production.
And we're live. No second takes, no reshoots.
And you're watching the Main Event Wrestling Network.
Cut.
Oh, there you go. Now I know. I did not
Now you know, Tino.
I didn't realize that was the same person. Ta-da!
I was thinking of the other Derek Dillinger.
Do my best here. I can't.
But speaking of IW Guide, Isaiah Broner is going to be on IW Guide this week, so that's huge too. He's on our outro one, so we'll catch that. But I really like this match. I thought it was fun. JD McDonough, so underrated, probably the most underrated person they have. People have obviously settled down on talking shit on JD McDonough because what was it when he had his accident? All of a sudden, everybody started appreciating his work. Fuck all that fake love. I've always been down with JD McDonough's work since NXT UK. Love seeing him. I've had the pleasure of seeing him grow into quite a talent. So it's been a lot of fun to watch his work and to see him be part of the main event. Closing the show. That's huge, man.
I mean, yeah, and that's the thing too. I mean, I always go back to his NXT days too.
I am not a Liv Morgan fan. She's a brat.
No. Don't say that to Eric, because Eric will come at you with all the Liv Morgan crybabies. I mean,
Seth Rollins lied. Roman Reigns beats. No. He means that while Roman was champion, he didn't beat Seth.
Yeah.
So with Chad Gable or JD McDonough, you were saying? Sorry, Tino.
Oh, I was just saying, since Jordan Devlin was in NXT and he came out and he's been doing his thing, and I've really enjoyed seeing JD finally get the moments, and even him being a part of that ladder match at WrestleMania, and I'm just kind of randomly adding him and they obviously see something in him. So I mean, it was a good match. These two went at it, and I enjoyed it. I mean, I was happy that we got it because I mean, it's something different. Again, at the end of the day, it's tired of seeing the same main events, and I mean, for a match that so I'm happy that we saw it, and Chad Gable got the win.
No, yeah, it was great to see him mix it up. Two very different styles, but obviously the same mat-based wrestling. They're both good at mat-based wrestling, which is why it's easy for them to click here. And it showed in the in-ring work. I give this one a 3.5 espressos. Close to a 4-star classic, honestly. I mean, you give these guys enough time to go, they could put something on really good.
And that's the thing. It's all about, at the end of the day, GBH, give them time and people can go out there and do anything and everything. And that's the problem sometimes. They just either don't give them enough or they give them too less. And that's the thing. So, I mean, we'll see how it goes and where this plays out. But, I mean, I'm interested to see what they do with Judgment Day and Dominic and JD at WrestleMania at SummerSlam, because it's looking like we're getting Danhausen against Dominic, maybe. I don't know, because obviously, as we were just talking about, Dominic stole the Knicks jersey, and then Danhausen came out. He got the jersey back. He cursed Liv, and all that. So I don't know. I just feel like that's kind of where it's leading to too. Is we're just going to get Dominic and Danhausen at SummerSlam, and that will be the match. So
yeah, we'll see what happens. Honestly, I wouldn't mind it either, but it's like we said, we got to get everybody on the card, and that's one way to do it. We've got one more thing to talk about. We've got the closing segment for Monday Night Raw. But before we do that, don't forget to subscribe. We are trying to get to 400 subscribers. If you have not subscribed, please do so now. We'll give you 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. If you have not subscribed by now, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Our closing segment, we got Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. They made it official, right? I didn't see a graphic, but Roman Reigns accepted the challenge, right?
Yeah, I did not see a graphic either, but I'm sure by today or a couple days they'll have it. So yeah, no, he accepted, and I put the title "I accept brother" on my the video that I the short I made for this, and people are like, they're not brothers anymore. It's
oh my
God.
God.
But that's exactly what he said. He said, I accept brothers. So it's official. It's going to go down. And it's going to be it's like, what are we doing here? But I don't know, man. When they started talking about the Shield, and I know they can't really bring up Ambrose and everything, but no matter what, when they do talk about the Shield, it's just remembering we were talking about Ryback and Team Hell No, and when they would take on Evolution and stuff like that. The Shield back then was just, we were talking about people winning, and they no matter who they went up against at the time, no matter who they faced, no matter what they did, the Shield was they were like the Dodgers, they were like the Patriots. You were not gonna beat them, and it was what team is gonna finally go out there and go out? I remember as a kid, 2012, 2013, 20 whatever that was, I was sophomore, junior in high school. And that's what we were talking about. That's what I was excited about. And I had one teacher in high school that really was a big wrestling fan. And that was the one class I was excited to go to. And I remember we sat there for a whole hour. It was my resource period. And we just talked about the Shield. And it just we have not had something like that. And the fact that now we're going to finally see these two go at it 12 years later in SummerSlam. And even as Seth said, when they first came in, they were getting rid of the John Cenas, the Randys, the people like that. And now there's a whole nother group of Javon Evans, Obas, Tricks that are coming in and now trying to push Roman and Seth out of the way. It's insane. It just, it's mind-boggling, the fact that we're already here, and the fact that, again, and Kyle and everybody talks about, NXT is pretty much running the entire main roster for the most part. And the fact that, that those two are now main eventing, this is exactly what Dusty was talking about. And when you watch prospects come up and you watch people we see them come up, this is what you want to get to, is have these two be at the main event of SummerSlam and be able to build and have a marquee match. And that's exactly what they're going to do. And again, people want to be mad Oba's not going to have the title match, but for me, I would rather see this one. And finally seeing a singles match between these two is going to be great, with it being the title on the line and everything else. And depending on how they go for the next month, they could go all the way back to 2012. And I mean, obviously they've done it, but I mean, there's so many things they can do now with this and to go back. And I mean, as Seth said, I mean, he's the reason why Roman's title reign ended. I mean, that promo they said yesterday was great. That was the way to end the Monday Night Raw. I don't think I've ever been that excited. I didn't want Raw to end yesterday, and I couldn't tell you that last time I said that for anything.
Yeah,
but it was.
Because you talk about NXT. After the NXT Championship became a thing, and Seth Rollins was the first champ, a lot of those people from then on are the people running Raw and SmackDown now. Liv Morgan, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa.
I mean, you
LA Knight was in NXT.
Pax and the Big E's and the Charlottes and the Alexa Blisses and the
exactly. And you look at people like Angelo Dawkins, who was in NXT forever. He was in a few stables, a few tag teams. He had different personalities he was trying that weren't working. And now he's part of one of the greatest tag teams of all time.
You know what it is, and it shows that the way that they do it works. I mean, obviously, again, when we first see these people, the NIU people and everything else like that, or when people get their name changed, you're really not thinking about it. But did you think that Fatal Influence, just for example, JC Jane and even Fallon Henley and Laney Reed would be on the man? I never thought that, and it's just the fact that we're seeing people like that now being able to go up and have these big time moments and have these big time, especially so young. That's the thing too. If you think about it, everybody is still imagine going out there at 23 years old, 22, even Javon Evans, 21 years old, just about able to drink, and he's going out there in front of 20,000 fans on a big stage. When 10 years ago, he was like me watching John Cena, and he was watching The Shield, or even Jay. He talked about with Jay a couple weeks ago where he was like, I remember you with face paint. It's that's insane. And now he's wrestling Jey Uso in the King of the Ring, and now it just, you never know, bro. 10 years from now, who knows? Maybe I'm sitting next to Michael Cole and you're, running the show.
Oh, yeah, I hear that.
Never.
But Seth had mentioned that during Reigns' 4-year reign, he beat everybody but Seth. I believe he had beaten Seth by disqualification, or Seth won by DQ.
Yeah,
and then they just never went back to it. And
it was
just
the Royal Rumble when Seth came out in the Shield gear that it was DQ or count out or something like that. And that was the only
yeah, where he was trying to get it to Roman's head, supposedly, or whatever.
Yeah.
But then again, this is the championship that was invented because they couldn't beat Roman Reigns. Now Roman Reigns is carrying it, and now Seth wants it back because he couldn't beat Roman Reigns. So he wants to beat him for the championship that was made for people that can't beat Roman Reigns. What do you do after that?
I mean, I don't know. I really don't know what you do after that. All I do know is it's going to be a great match.
Yeah. So we've got 3 matches booked for SummerSlam, only 2 officially. I have not seen the graphic for Reigns versus Rollins either, so it's not official, right, Tino?
It's not, I mean, not until we get the graphic. No. I'm interested to see I'm interested to see how Adam Pearce handles now having to run both shows. I mean, he's going to need like a triple drink at this point because, I mean, I don't think he's ready because the guy is going to lose his goddamn mind. So,
what if they did Roman and Seth night 2 and Oba added himself to the match?
Why not?
Maybe that's why there's no graphic yet, because Adam Pearce is like, whoa, it's supposed to be Oba and Roman.
I mean, honestly, that wouldn't be a bad thing. Again, my only thing is, and again, that's I love Hell in the Cell matches, and I just hope it's not like. I hope they actually use the cage in a certain way, and it's not just like there, because I feel like we could just see them do Suplex City in that 5 Central and fall from grace, and it be in the middle of the ring, and then them just say that it's a Hell in the Cell match. And like, I want to see Brock do what Brock did against Undertaker. Obviously, that was 14 years ago, or I'm sorry, 22 years ago now.
Jesus,
literally back when Undertaker and Brock had their Hell in the Cell match. But I mean, I guess their first one, because they had another one back in like 2018 or whatever the hell that was, with where Brock came out. I was like, with this weird ass meme. But I mean, that's my thing. Is like, I was thinking about, I'm like, damn, like, this is great that we're having a Hell in the Cell match, but this is gonna be like a 9-minute Hell in the Cell match. Like I said earlier, I would have it be the first hour. Have the entire Hell in the Cell be the first entire hour of night 1. Why not? What the hell?
And then you know how Brock is too. He likes to just show up, do the job, and go home.
Well, yeah, and again, that's
stay the whole show.
And that's the thing. And obviously, that's the thing. You can't just have just because it's Hell in the Cell, you're gonna. I think it would be worse if it's a bad Hell in the Cell match, and you had Hell in the Cell. I would have rather just had a regular 1-on-1 match than have a Hell in the Cell match if you're just going to do F5s and fall from graces. Like, use the cage, throw each other into the cage, maybe break out of it, maybe go on top of the cage, maybe throw somebody, you got to do something. Again, it is SummerSlam in Minnesota, the first time it is in the new Minnesota Stadium. So, I mean, it's going to be big time. I will say that graphic, though, is pretty damn cool. I will say I love that color scheme. And I hate
the one with the Aurora Borealis?
Yeah, like, I hate the Vikings because obviously I'm a Bears fan and I hate Minnesota, but like, I love the
now I get it. Oh my, it didn't click with me. It didn't click with me. I was like, why is there a Viking helmet?
Yeah, it's in the stadium. It's at US Bank.
It didn't click. I was like, yeah. Is this being hosted by the Viking Raiders? What's going on?
Well, we're going to see JJ McCarthy. We're going to see fucking Justin Jefferson. We're going to see freaking Kevin Rudolph if he's still there. Freaking TJ Hawkinson's going to be there. All the Vikings are going to be
Kevin Rudolph, the singer?
No, Kevin Rudolph, the tight end.
I know, I'm kidding.
I know.
Man, you don't read my vlogs, do you?
I was listening to that song a couple of days ago. Actually, I think when I sprained my foot, I think I was actually listening to Kevin Rudolph. I made it.
Shut the fuck up.
I look up to the sky. Listen, I'll go jam, bro.
Shut the fuck up. I am not high enough for this shit. Goddamn. Fucking Tito. Just turn it into fucking karaoke and shit every time. This is like 2 weeks in a row now, dude. Last week you were singing the Bellas. This week you're
Kyle
singing
wants
Kevin
me-
Rudolph.
Is it you or Kyle that want me to go on Tim Vicious's karaoke?
It was me. I'm the one that said it.
I mean, listen, let's do it. Tim, let me know.
I
You can
I
look,
wonder.
but you can't touch.
I wonder what song you're gonna sing next week.
I mean, you're just gonna have to find out. Wake up at 10 a.m. and wake and bake, and find out what song I sing next week.
There you go. That's right. And the only way you can find out, subscribe to the network. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Help us get to 400 subscribers, guys. Tell a friend. If you know somebody that likes wrestling, don't tell them it's weird. Tell them to subscribe to us, and they will thank you for it. And if you don't like wrestling, why are you watching this show? So tell a friend. That friend can tell another friend, and then we can all be friends. We could all add each other on Instagram, Twitter, which you can follow us at @mainevent_net. We also have a fan-friendly Discord. Everybody can come on in, shoot the shit, hang out, talk about stuff. We're getting pretty active in Discord with our peoples. There could be opportunities to get on camera with us if you guys want to do a show with us. Chances to write some blogs with us, all kinds of stuff. Just interact, shoot the shit. You get to see some funny memes that I don't really get to post online because I don't want to. But I mean, I appreciate you guys for coming out again, waking and baking with us. You know what it is. We like to chief. And when we chief, we like to talk about Raw and our tribal chief, Roman Reigns. So it's always a good time. Before we get out of here, Tino, you want to plug your stuff?
Sure. Yeah, I will. Hopefully, as long as everything goes well today, hopefully we will be live for NXT and a members only episode. As I gave away 20 members, I'm going to predict another show. Now that we got a couple matches made official, I'm going to predict the rest of the SummerSlam card and talk about all of that. So we got 2 more shows here today, as long as everything goes good at the dentist, and then we'll be back all week for more live streams and everything else. Also, go check out the Southside Boys. It's the White Sox, first place White Sox. Hell yeah! Talk about it right now. So go check out all of that. But I appreciate you having me on for another Wake and Bake, and I'll be here next Tuesday for you at 10 a.m. to talk about another Monday Night Raw.
Hey man, you deserve what the White Sox are going through right now. You put up with a lot of heat.
I don't think I've cried this much in 3 months of watching a sport in my life, or I guess 6 months, because the way the Bears play too, man. Like that's the thing. Like I talk about all the time. Sports for me is like my cope and everything. And as much as losing it, I've watched in the last, just finally seeing them play complementary sports and then being talked about is just something that I don't know. So I love to see it. But yeah, let's do it.
Sports are awesome. Yeah, just make sure you subscribe to us. I don't think we have any predictions blogs from the Blog World Order coming up for I think about 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's kind of a slow period now until SummerSlam. I feel like there's really not too much.
Yeah.
There's a Saturday night's main event in the middle of July. Actually, 2 weeks now? Because July 1st is
Well,
the month.
I think we have TNA lockdown coming up too. Let me just double check. I know I just sent out the calendar for the next 2 months.
Yeah, that's August 26th because that's in Chicago.
Oh, I'm probably thinking of something else. Hold on. Where the fuck is it?
Once August happens, we got 4 shows again in August.
Okay, here's what we got. We have Saturday night's main event, July 18th. Warrior Wrestling Block Party, July 19th.
Ooh.
AAA Verano de Escándalo, which is Summer of Scandal, July 25th. AEW Redemption, July 26th. Warrior Wrestling, July 31st. SummerSlam, August 1st and 2nd. TNA Lockdown, August 23rd. NXT Heatwave, August 30th. AEW All In, August 30th.
That's what else is in August is All In. Okay, so so there's gonna be 4, and I don't know if you saw that too. They're gonna be going head to head Heatwave and All In again, I guess. So
man, if AEW had some balls, they would hold All In the same weekend as SummerSlam.
Man, imagine.
Real shit.
That would be some shit. I mean, and that's the one thing I will say is about having all the shows on like they did. It really made the AEW show fly a little bit quicker to like where like the last 4 matches, there were still 4 matches once Great American Bash ended, but like I don't know, it felt, maybe that's just because I'm not as into AEW, but sometimes it feels like they drag. And for me, like watching all of it, maybe it's just because my brain was going crazy. But it was nice to be able to watch like one show, and then if there was a commercial on the Great American Bash, I could still watch Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
Forbidden Door, you know. So that's my biggest, and that's the one thing I know we didn't talk about too much. And I know this is a Raw show, but I was interested to see how they did the CW Great American Bash, and I mean, it just felt like a long episode of NXT. So I think that's what people should expect with these NXT pay-per-views. It's just going to feel like a longer episode of NXT because even the pre-show wasn't on the CW, it was on YouTube. And then they played like CSI on the CW for some reason. So,
yeah, same thing as AAA. The weekly events have the same vibe as the PLEs. So, I mean, that's going to be their approach with developmental, which makes sense because if you have the developmental stars available to you on easily accessible networks like CW and YouTube, then it's going to give people a reason to tune into Raw and SmackDown and pay for those other streaming services when those people make it to there. You know what I mean? So
exactly, that's a good
the next generation of NXT AAA is going to be who takes over and pushes people like Roman and Seth to the side.
You mean Josh Briggs?
Huh?
You mean Josh Briggs?
Oh, man, I wasn't ready.
Hey, Wallet just signed his own death warrant.
Future world champion.
I was looking for the moment to play it, too.
There you go. Great way to end the show. See you next Monday. I'm going to go get my teeth cleaned.
Yeah, see you next Monday, guys. And remember, if I ain't there when you blaze a blunt, please think of me. Bye, guys. Have a good one, fellas.
What up, though? You already know what it is. Best in the world, a.k.a. The Problem. Isaiah Broner. And you watching the Main Event Wrestling Network.